Hi, my name's Sarah, and I'm a leadership coach, conscious leadership coach, women in leadership coach, where I help to create winning teams, confident and resilient leaders, and create a culture of trust and safety in your organization to help you move forward. So, how can leaders create a culture of trust during change? So, trust is so important in team turnover. I was on a webinar recently with a leading HR director, and the words that kept coming up were trust and respect, and that's important during change. As even it's so important, because most reasonable people will know that as a leader you may only have a certain amount of control over change, if any influence perhaps on a good day. So if you listen to your team and you ask open questions in different formats, I think that's a really good way of building that trust. Listening to your team and actively listening, not listening where you're, by all means, if you're going to take notes, you can say, oh, I'm just going to take some notes, but I would actively listen. And that's listening without the need to extract information, think about what you're going to say. It's listening without agenda, and it's part of above the line leadership. And people really understand when you're doing that, they can feel it. So it's about perhaps looking at your body language. Can you sort of be in rapport with your body language? For example, if your team member's doing that, try and build rapport with body language, with tone of voice, speed of voice. And that's just to demonstrate and show that you are in there with your team member. Now, lack of leadership is the reason why 45% of employees in the UK leave a company, is lack of trust in leadership, rather. So remember to set the picture for change, ask those open questions, feedback. And don't fight against the feedback. It might be hard listening, but listen, you asked for it, and it's a real strength of above the line growth, developing leadership styles if you can listen and take on board that feedback. Now, you might not be able to do anything about it, and that's okay. Just be clear with your team. You may not be able to do anything, but that active listening, I don't know about you, but I've had one or two leaders in my life, that says a lot, just one or two, I felt were actively listening, and I could feel it. They were really listening to what I said, and I really appreciated it. So those are just some of the ways in which you can create that trust during change, even during difficult times. Any questions, drop me a message or visit my website. Just Google search Sarah Jones Coaching.